Hey everybody, getting our daily video out for today. We're going to talk about something that's vastly misunderstood and gets a lot of credit for problems when it's really not the problem. We're going to talk about what's called a winging scapula, where people constantly have their scapula winged out. So let's go over to the whiteboard. So winging scapula, what is it? So basically what happens is anytime you're going through some motion, your shoulder wants to swing out, and people call it a winging scapula. So people inherently want to try to figure out why this is happening, and what a lot of people falsely assume is that it's a programming problem, that your body is doing it just to do it. So they want to correct it with an exercise. So a lot of people do like a push-up plus, they do wall angels, and they do stuff like that, and they continue to do it, but the problem is the winging scapula stays there. The winging scapula is actually happening for a reason. It's actually a down regulation aspect of your body because it's trying to unload some dysfunctional tissue. Usually where that problem is actually in the rotator cuff. So the rotator cuff is 4 groups of muscles in the shoulder, and what they really do is they provide stability to the shoulder. A lot of people think the rotator cuff is just for movement, but the rotator cuff muscles, especially the ones back through here, the infraspinatus and the teres minor, their job is actually to stabilize the shoulder. So anytime you're moving the arm in a pressing, reaching motion, or you sit at a computer all day, the rotator cuff gets really beat up and it gets this stuff in there called adhesion. We talk about adhesion all the time. It's like glue that gets inside the muscle, makes it weaker, less flexible. Now your rotator cuff can't generate the force that it needs to, so your body tries to get it from somewhere else. So it recruits these side muscles in here called the serratus, and now the winging scapula ensues because it's trying to work its way around here. What that does is it allows your shoulder not to work in a biomechanical advantage. It's a disadvantage, so it puts more wear and tear through here. So if you've been diagnosed with a winging scapula, you've done all those exercises, you've done everything like that, the problem is it's not the scapula itself, it's coming from somewhere else. There's a really good idea of getting to a practitioner that can look at you from a functional standpoint and really figure out what's going on, and not just give you some exercises that really aren't going to do anything to fix you long term. So that's our video for today. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow.